With Angel, she's sitting out the first half due to the suspension. Logistically, how does a player who normally starts the game kind of stay warm and go into the second half?
Starts with your warm up, and then obviously after your warm up, it's a pretty long stretch that you're sitting. So whether it's heating pads, whether it's being on the bike and staying active from that standpoint, I think different players operate differently. So we're trusting our medical staff to be able to keep her ready.
That was head coach Tyler Marsh, who I have a lot of sympathy for, and I'm being dead serious when I say that. Tyler Marsh has one of the most difficult jobs in the country. As the head coach of the Chicago Bravado, he has got to deal with the constant drama of Angel Reese. And it's not just Angel Reese that he has to deal with. This poor dude, he also has to deal with her dozens of aliases. Me Bound Barbie, Bayou Barbie, Can't Afford My Apartment in Chi-Town Barbie, and her most recent personality, Blaming Barbie. That clip was Tyler Marsh before the game last night, where the Chicago Bravado continued their season-long tradition of getting their ass kicked. This time, the boot to the Bravado's bruised caboose, it belonged to the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. Now, as you heard in the clip, Tyler Marsh and the Bravado medical staff, they had a master plan to keep Angel Reese conditioned, to keep her warmed up. She was allowed to participate in pregame warm-ups, but the Blaming Barbie, she was suspended for the first half of the game last night for comments detrimental to the team. Now, that was the technical reason for the suspension, but the real reason? Angel Reese blamed her teammates and the organization for her second consecutive season of huge embarrassing failure. Before the game, it was abundantly clear that the Chicago Bravado, they expected Angel Reese to play in the second half. Now, I'm sure it was unclear as to which Angel Reese would show up, but it was abundantly clear that the Bravado expected one of her dozens of aliases to be on the court in the second half of that game. Like the rest of America, I was not watching pretend basketball last night. Hell, I don't even know if this game was televised. Well, KC, the game was broadcast on NBA TV. Yeah, which is one step away from not being televised. Adam Silver doesn't even watch NBA TV. I was watching the Instant Classic on Sunday Night Football while checking in on the VMAs, which we will be talking about later this afternoon. As I'm watching a real professional sport in a flaming ass fire that desperately tried to resemble an award show, I received several emails and DMs informing me about the mysterious injury that was preventing Angel Reese from pretending to play basketball. According to the Chicago Bravado, Angel Reese could not make her immaculate return in the second half last night because she was dealing with a back injury. Defenders of Angel Reese, or as psychologists prefer to call them, lonely men, they claim that Angel Reese has been dealing with back problems because she has been carrying the Chicago Bravado for 2 years. Uncle KC finds that hard to believe because the Bravado are one of the worst teams in the WNBA. The load isn't very heavy when you're carrying a team to 10 wins out of 42 games. Now, this is pure speculation on my part. I think Angel Reese chose to sit out last night, and I think Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado are heading directly for a divorce. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Plain Toothbrush. I am notoriously OCD about my teeth. Never had a cavity. I go to the dentist every 3 months, whether I need to or not. But as I've gotten older, my dentist has told me that my gum lines are eroding. Why? Because the tough bristles on my toothbrush are essentially brushing away my gums. He told me if I didn't fix the problem immediately, I would need a skin graft, which is damn sure no bueno. Luckily, I found the perfect toothbrush with Plain Toothbrush. These toothbrushes are exactly as described. Plain, which is actually a good thing. Plain toothbrushes are the classic style with soft bristles. All the bristles are the same size, so they clean better and last longer. Plain toothbrushes are easier to hold, and what's even better, they're made right here in America. Plain toothbrush was the top ranked toothbrush in a study conducted by the dental department at Tufts University. If you prefer tougher bristles, that's okay. Plain toothbrushes offer with extra soft bristles all the way to extra hard and everything in between. Start taking better care of your teeth and your gums today by clicking the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Plain toothbrush. According to the psychological community, the stages of divorce are similar to the stages of grief. The first stage is denial, where you refuse to believe that your wife is banging the Pepperidge Farm guy. She's not cheating on me. She's just showing her appreciation because he delivers fresh cookies twice a week. The second stage is anger, where you acknowledge the fact that your wife is exchanging nookie for cookies and you're pissed off about it. The third stage is bargaining. You bake your own set of cookies, hoping to capture the attention of your wife. Unfortunately, you burn the damn things, which sends you directly into the fourth stage, depression. Final stage, acceptance. You file for divorce, and several years later, you hear that your wife left the Pepperidge Farm guy for the milkman. I think Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado are in the second stage of divorce. Throughout most of the season, I think the organization has been in the first stage, denial. Most of us knew after last year that Angel Reese could not be the centerpiece of a championship team. She could be a complementary piece, she could be a dominant role player, but you're not winning a championship. You're not securing off-season access to the Platinum Pooper with Angel Reese as your star player. Hell, in the case of the Chicago Bravado, you're not even making the playoffs. Angel Reese seems to realize this too because she is begging to be paired with an actual star player. It seems like the comments that she made in the Chicago Tribune last week, where Angel Reese blamed her teammates and the franchise for her huge embarrassing failure, it seems those comments moved the Bravado from the denial phase to the anger phase. Angel Reese was suspended by the WNBA Friday night for the game against the Indiana Felines for receiving her 8th technical foul of the season. The Bravado, they suspended her for the first half last night for conduct detrimental to the team. Since returning from injury on August 19th, Angel Reese has played in every game. Last Wednesday, the Bravado beat the Female Suns from Connecticut. Angel Reese was dominant, recorded another double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds. She didn't look like she was dealing with pain or discomfort. She sits Friday night because she was suspended by the league. She goes through pregame warm-ups last night where she is rebounding her missed layups. On the surface, it looks like Angel Reese is getting ready to play. But all of a sudden, they get to the second half last night, and Angel Reese is mysteriously injured? Did she throw out her back trying to tie her shoes? Did she experience tightness while climbing the ladder to get on the Schwinn to warm up? How in the hell did Angel Reese hurt her back while doing absolutely nothing? Maybe she was legitimately injured. Maybe she was feeling discomfort, and with the Bravado being eliminated from the playoffs months ago, maybe Angel Reese didn't think it was worth it to play in a meaningless game. Or maybe, just maybe, Angel Reese was acting out. Maybe Angel Reese was responding to being suspended by her team for the first half by voluntarily sitting out the second half and quitting on her team. Maybe this is her way of telling the Bravado, I don't want to be here. Look, Angel Reese is no dummy. She's a very smart woman. She knows how to use the media to get what she wants. Don't think for a second that the comments she gave to the Chicago Tribune last week were accidental. I know she's claiming it was misconstrued. I know she is claiming that she was taken out of context, but I don't even think Angel Reese believes that bullshit. During the offseason, the Bravado signed Courtney Vandersloot. Now, I don't watch pretend basketball, but from my understanding, Courtney Vandersloot is one of the best point guards in the history of the WNBA. According to Angel Reese, we can't rely on Courtney. She's too old. Too old? She just led a team to a championship last year. Courtney Vandersloot has done something that Angel Reese has never accomplished in the WNBA. She's actually won games. The comments last week were not accidental. And I don't think Angel Reese quitting or sitting the second half last night was accidental either. The great Maya Angelou once said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them." This is who Angel Reese is. For starters, she essentially told you last week she wanted out. She might not have said that explicitly, but in my experience, when a player is complaining about losing and they're saying things like, "I've got to do what's best for me," they don't want to be there. And if you're the Chicago Bravado, why in the hell would you want Angel Reese? For 2 years, it's been nothing but problems. If Angel Reese is criticizing her team and her teammates publicly, imagine what she is saying behind the scenes. You can get away with being a problem when you're winning, but you can't be a problem when you're consistently losing. But KC, Angel Reese is the best player on the team. Who cares? Who cares if Angel Reese is the best player on a losing team? The only thing that tells me is Angel Reese has no impact on winning. She doesn't elevate her teammates. She doesn't make everyone else around her better. Basically, this relationship between Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado, it ain't working. So why would either one of them want to continue to be miserable? I think Angel Reese is going to be traded. What about you? Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.